Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. This is every day's video. So it's Tuesday. On Tuesdays, I try to test my palate, drink something out of the ordinary, blah, 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 blah. This fits the bill. It's a cider, and I'll probably accidentally call it a beer several times during this review. So I've actually had this. It's actually been about 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. So it's been a while. So it's a Loganberry apple cider. If you don't know Loganberry, it's 7% ABV. I thought it was like 5. Whatever. Loganberry kind of tastes like raspberry, not blueberry. Closest thing I can think of is maybe like a sweet raspberry if you've never had Loganberry. So I went to college in Buffalo for my undergrad, and the awesome taco chain called Mighty Taco, and they had this Loganberry drink, and I never heard of Loganberry, so I'm like, I'll try that. I like trying new stuff, so I'm like, I'll get X, Y, and Z food-wise, and I'll get a Loganberry to wash it down. And I was like, oh, yo, this is delicious. And you could buy it at stores, but I only ever got it when I went to Mighty Taco. So if you want the review, just go forward a little bit. So one time my dad came up to visit or pick me up or something, and we stopped at a gas station, and there was some Loganberry on the shelf. So I'm like, oh yeah, Loganberry is like this drink. It's a regional thing. It's so delicious. I love it. My dad's a health nut, so I wasn't going to be like, you should try it, because he would not, it'd just be sugar water to him. But I'm like, oh yeah, like this is so tasty, and I get it at Mighty Taco, blah, blah, blah. And this guy goes, it's not regional. And I'm like, oh yeah, man, it's just like this area, like Western New York. We're from the southern tier of New York, and it does not exist there. And I'm pretty well traveled. I've literally never seen it anywhere else except this area. And this guy just kept pressing, like, no, this is national. It's probably international. I'm like, yeah, like, I think you just have some local pride or whatever. That's cool, man. But like, it is a local. No, man, it is every. I'm like, have you traveled much? No, man, but it's. I'm like, okay, man, my bad, dude. You're right. It's everywhere. Everyone's heard of Loganberry, the drink. Yes, everyone. Which I'm sure the comment section can back me up. If you're not from that specific part of the world, you probably never had Loganberry as a drink. Anyway, that was many years ago, because I'm pretty old. So that was college. Fast forward to early July when my friends Matt and Jim, we were both, or all three of us were traveling. I talked about that in other videos. We stopped at this place, Irish Mafia, and we got flights, and I saw Loganberry. They had a Loganberry inspired, I think it was a double IPA, so I got that as part of my flight, and then this. And my friend Matt really liked this, so he grabbed a 4-pack and gave me a can. So that's what I'm reviewing. So thank you, Matt. I really appreciate it. Well, let's just read the side. I hope, there's no way this is going to happen, but I hope that idiot at the gas station hears this. This is our ode to Buffalo and the Northeast region, because this is not everywhere, my friend. The Loganberry is only grown in certain areas of the country, and we just happen to be smack dab in the middle. If you have never had Loganberry, then you have never lived. This Loganberry hard apple cider is smooth and easy, just like us. Brewed by Irish Mafia Brewing Company, Geneva, New York. And yeah, so the ABV, it was canned 3 months ago. I've most recently had it 2 months ago. Look at that color. Look at that purple. Love it. Oh, it smells so good already. About half a finger ahead. It's definitely like you started with white and added purple to the head. Not particularly compact bubbles. Some legs, no real lacing. You can see aroma. So yeah, that very sweet raspberry, very sweet cherry. Like, I'm just trying, like, it smells like Loganberry, but if you haven't had it, I'm trying to like get you in that realm. And being a cider, there's a little bit of an appleiness as well. So those are kind of probably the three closest fruits. Well, I mean, obviously apple, but like the other two to kind of hone you in on what I'm getting at. It does not get medicinal, but if you could take a little bit of that cherry medicine smell and get rid of the medicinal part of it, like that part of the smell, and just isolate the cherry part, so maybe artificial cherry, it's got that thing for sure. It's not a particularly complex, or blackberry, very sweet blackberry as well. Yeah, so not particularly, complex smelling cider, but it smells exactly like it should. So there's that. Let's get to the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Matt. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Taste and smell, it can just bring you to memories, and if you didn't fast forward the beginning part, it does have that cider thing. Like, don't get me wrong, it has a cider, but it has so much of this specific Loganberry taste that just takes me back to all those late nights in college when we're like, we gotta put some food in our stomach right now. Let's go to my taco. Or other times where we're completely sober. Hey, my taco's also delicious sober, because sometimes that food that you eat after drinking does not hit the same if you eat it completely sober. My taco, always good. And yeah, I'm not a big soda guy. And it's not carbonated, but like I don't get like high C's and things like that. It's basically coffee, water, and my alcoholic drinks when I do drink. So it was always a treat. Again, I would never buy it at the house for the house. It was only if I went to my taco. So like it just so specifically brings you back to that. But anyway, to the cider review. Hides to 7% very well. Again, I was going into this thinking it was like 5. I completely misremembered this being 7. So you don't get any of the alcohol. You do get some cider, so people who like cider, for sure. If you like, I know it's like boring, and I already said it with the aroma. If you like blackberries, raspberries, cherries, very sweet, think of like jams. And you like apple cider, you will like this. It's very much that thing. If you like Loganberry, you've had it, and you like a hard cider, you would like this. So like it's definitely is as advertised, and not only does it give you that give you 100% of that promise, it also is delicious. Like it's also living up to that promise of, well, you spent money, you want this to taste good, and it does. So it totally is, fills both of those columns up, right? And I'm glad I'm saying cherry, because it does have, and like that sip was starting to get almost a little bit of tart cherry. So now I'm getting a little bit of complexity, which is also nice. But yeah, I'm going to easily crush this and really enjoy that. Have you ever had this before? Have you had anything else from this brewery? Because they typically do beer. They obviously do some ciders as well. Have you ever had Loganberry? Have you never heard of it? Do you think that guy at the gas station's an idiot? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.